Hello Frag fam, and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be doing first impressions from the house of Zaharoff signature line, their first two flankers to Zaharoff's signature pour homme. That is signature Noir and signature Royale. These are both 2020 releases, and these were sent to me by George Zaharoff. I can't say enough good things about the company, but it's all about the man behind it. He's so personable. He reaches out to his buyers, his clients, however you want to put it, the people that buy his fragrances and comment on his videos. And he was good enough to send me these. No, and he didn't ask for a review or anything. I bought signature pour homme back there, and when I purchased it, I sent him an email telling him how excited I was to receive it. And since then, we've been corresponding, and he sent me these. And so I'm going to do, first of all, signature Noir. And the reason why I'm starting with it is because it's listed first on the company website. But it's second on the card. So I thought, well, I don't know which one to start with, but from my understanding, signature Noir has kind of been used as the base on the newest flankers, or at least it was on the Rosé, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to start with this one. As you would expect, or as I'm expecting, I've not sprayed these. I have nothing to go on. I've not even really watched any reviews on them. I'm just expecting a Noir version of signature pour homme. Again, from what I've heard, all of the signature pour homme flankers really take that base and the DNA of signature pour homme, and then they just tweak it a little bit here and there. Claude Deer is the perfumer on all of these fragrances. And again, my understanding is he's just taken the signature pour homme base DNA and then kind of adding some things. Top notes here is basil, coriander, pink pepper, mandarin, bergamot. So I'm going to expect some citrusy, spicy on the front end. That's what it sounds like. In the heart, you've got ginger, blonde cedar, anise, cypress, freesia, fir balsam, which many of those are the same as the mid notes on signature pour homme. Thrown in some anise, thrown in some freesia. The bottom notes, sandalwood, tonka bean, frankincense, oud, and myrrh. So pretty much that regular base and bottom of signature pour homme. The mid, it's got a little bit of freesia, a little bit of, what was it, anise. Going to give it that licorice vibe, that noir, that darker vibe. And then on the top, the pear is missing. It's replaced with some citrus. So I wouldn't have expected in a noir version to go more citrusy, but let's see what we think. See if it is truly a darker version. So off the top, initial blast, very similar to signature pour homme. In fact, let me go ahead and give me a fresh spray over here on my right hand of pour homme to kind of compare it to. But different. I don't know that I'm getting a much more darker version. I'm suspecting that since that star anise is supposed to come out in the mid, it's probably going to take a little while to dry down and get to that more dark version. So in saying that, since this is a kind of a first impression and I don't stop the videos and re-edit them, we're kind of going, but I will do a full review of both of these fragrances where I will have the dry down, and I'll wait 6-8 hours and then come back and do it. And I'll have a dry on one hand, a mid on the other hand, and then we'll spray top notes and do a full review. But now that the alcohol is kind of gone, you can tell that the Noir version, it is a little more herbal, a little more spicy. The pepper is sticking out. It's pink pepper in this one. It's black pepper in Signature Pour Homme. But the pepper in Pour Homme, in the original, it didn't stick out. It's there and it's subtle and it kind of pushes the fragrance. In Noir, it is more peppery. It is more herbal. You can smell that basil. And I can already smell the ginger that's in the mid. So I would say that as far as right now, Signature Noir, I do expect it to darken up later on, but it's not a heavy, if you think of dark fragrances and you're thinking like a lot of heavy patchouli, heavy, maybe coffee or caramel or amber, Signature Pour Homme is already a very resinous, ambery fragrance. It's not a real dark one though. That's the thing. That's the key of what George did and Claude Dare did with this, is they were able to make this so classy and so vibrant, but also so smooth and resinous, but it never goes into that real, it's not a dark fragrance. That purple juice color fits it very well. Signature Noir though, much more spicy, much more peppery. Now, Signature Royale, I'm gonna guess, again, they don't really give on the website or the cards a description of the fragrance, or at least not on the Elixir of the World tab, and I didn't go all the way through the website. But anyways, I'm guessing by looking at it, thinking this is gonna be, and looking at the notes, top, you've got cardamom, citrus blend, Himalayan juniper, apple. Mid, you've got lavender, pimento leaves, magnolia. And the base, you've got sandalwood, gold patchouli, oud, suede, and cashmere, wood blend, cedarwood, amber, musk, and vanilla, which brings out a suede accord. I'm gonna guess that this is gonna be probably brighter. It's probably gonna be a little fresher, but it's gonna be, and it's hard to think that you could get more classy than Signature Pour Homme, but I'm thinking with Royale, that's what they tried to do, that they tried to class it up even more, to make it even more royal and more suit and tie, gold and pomp and circumstance. So let's see if that's what we get out of this. Yes. Oh yeah. I can tell you off the top, my favorite one is Royale. I like Noir. It's very good. To me, at least in the top, it doesn't differ enough from Signature Pour Homme. But Royale does. It is definitely as I said, a brighter opening, more fresh. Citruses, it says citrus blend. It smells like there's grapefruit in it, with the bergamot and probably some lemon. But I think what I'm getting the most is grapefruit, and I like grapefruit when it's blended with other ones. When it's grapefruit alone, sometimes that can be a little too much, especially if it's a real tart, real pungent grapefruit. This is not. It's blended well. The juniper, I'm not a juniper. Well, I used to think I wasn't a juniper lover because I didn't care for Versace the Dreamer, which was supposed to be a juniper-based fragrances. Versace Dreamer has actually grown on me, and actually The Cremo body wash that I'm using right now is juniper and I forget what it's with it, cedar maybe, or cypress. I think it's like juniper and cypress, and I love it. So I can smell the juniper in there, and I do like it. This is more classy. It's more classical, manly. All the good things about Boucheron Pour Homme without the negative things. To me, the negative on Boucheron Pour Homme is it's way too powdery. It's a little, urine-y, is I guess a kind way to put it. The first time I smelled it, I said it smelled like somebody peed in a powder tin. That one actually grew on me as well. I don't think I would ever be able to wear it personally, maybe later on. But this doesn't smell like anybody has peed in a powder tin. All the good qualities of Boucheron Pour Homme, the citrus, the oat moss, the masculinity. This is what Boucheron Pour Homme should smell like. This is really good. This is a classic. If you like the original Eau Sauvage, if you like Tom Ford, the name, I tell you, I'm so bad with trying to remember things off the fly. Beau de Jour. What would be some other things in that, Mr. Smelly's fragrance, Gravitas. On the designer side, maybe a really fancier version of Ralph Lauren's Safari. But those citrus, heavy, masculine, classy, dressed up fragrances. Signature Royale, at least on the opening, really seems like a very nice, classy version of that. There's Eau Sauvage there in the background. Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. That's not an original version, but if you've smelled the original, I think it does fit in with those two very nicely. Of these two, I think, at least right now, Signature Royale would be my pick. We'll come back and do a full review of these later on and get thoughts on the complete dry down, because these are not linear scents. They will change. All right. Thank you for watching this far. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Tell me if you think I'm right, wrong, or indifferent. And we'll see you down the road. God bless. Frag on, Frag family. Peace.